Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the Villagebornauthor diaries with me, Gelma Neptue, a space where village roots meet written truth, a space of stories, healing, faith, and lived experiences, which are told honestly, softly, and without pretending. Today, I open the very first diary entry of my own, and I welcome you. Please grab that chair, let's share the experiences. My name comes from a village, not just a village on the map. It's not just a place where you can say, this is where I come from, but those dusty roads, the quiet mornings, the sounds of voices, calling each other by names, and the way life was lived slowly yet deeply. I was shaped by simple things, by watching women carry strength in silence, by learning that respect was not spoken but lived, by understanding that you don't need much to belong. And yet, throughout these experiences, the village taught me that stories are not always written in books. Some are written on how a grandmother prays. Pity I never got to meet my own grandmother. In how a mother wakes before sunrise. I was lucky to have that experience. In how grief is shared without many words. As I grew older, I realized that something painful and beautiful at the same time, that many of us leave the village physically, but carry it emotionally for the rest of our lives. We carry the village's values where we are now. We carry the wounds, the lessons, and all the unspoken expectations. And sometimes we also carry its silence. Because I, for one, I know that as I was growing, there were truths that I was taught not to speak, feelings I was taught to swallow. And it was not easy, but that's how we grow up. Unlike the today's generation, we were taught, there were questions that we were taught not to ask. But growth has a way of calling us back. Because here I am today sitting here saying, growth will teach us not to remain where we were, but to honor where we come from. While choosing who we become, for me, writing became my voice. When speaking felt heavy, words became my home. And which is why this diary exists today, because I know that I'm not alone. There are many of us, born from villages, raised by faith, shaped by struggle, and learning slowly how to tell our story without guilt. So if you are listening, wherever you are, sitting in your couch watching me, I want you to know this. Your roots matter, and your voice speaks volume. And you don't have to abandon where you come from to grow into who you are meant to be. If today's diary spoke to you, Please return for the next story. This is the Villageborn Author Diaries, and I thank you. I was born in the village, which is why those who know me calls me the Villageborn Author.